I'm Jay Smith, and it's my job to give you a first-hand report on Bigfoot. I've been here in this camp for several days. We're told it's Bigfoot country. From this camp, a vast wilderness area is now being searched for the Bigfoot. This is Ron Olson. Ron's from Springfield, Oregon, and he heads up expeditions looking for the Bigfoot. Ron, tell me, just what is a Bigfoot?
Excuse me a minute. Craig, hold that thing up a minute. Bigfoot, or Sasquatch as he's called in Canada, is a giant, hair-covered, human-like creature that's been reported more and more throughout the mountains of the northwestern United States and Canada.
How big do they run?
Many sightings have revealed this creature to be between 7 to 9 feet tall and 600 to 900 pounds.
Well, now, let's hear the words of some people who've had some first-hand experiences with Bigfoot. In 1924, Fred Beck and 4 other miners were in a cabin in the backwoods located in Washington State near St. Helens. There were 4 or 5 creatures who approached the cabin during the night.
Heel wordt logisch. Nog op de nachtwestjes stad. Gewoon niet met de geest. Hij is. Iedereen hoe nog kan weten. Hij is het eind. Nog nog niet. Hier bij wat op. Wat heeft niet te zien, dat zou ik dan. Misschien nog roeren. Really, gewoon de hersen. Neem nog wel zo. Ja, dat wil wel niet. En roof zo met opzet. Nou.
Hier is het nog zater te met een stil aan. Anders is het scalp van het gist, men get a gulp. Zie het is er happy ik zo de wezen wie. Hier zie je veel meer voor mocht zo zit. Elf jabbelers en heel avonds en wie nog jalien. Zo helemaal rust gaat en dat was het zo wie. Ja, wie deels en veel stel op. Je malk ziet er niet. Dan niet de worst in facts the world. Je nog niet naar niet. Zal erbij. Er gaat zelf naar en maar dan nog. British Columbia began investigating some of these sightings. Here is John Green to report on a sighting he investigated in 1957.
When I first came here in about 1957, it was still pretty well open. But all this has grown up since then. So what happened at that time was that Mrs. George Chapman, who lived in a house down by the river behind me here, she was in the house and the children were outside. One of them came in and told her that there was a cow coming out of the woods. So she looked out and she saw this man-like thing, but about 8 feet tall and completely covered with hair like a bear. And she knew it to be a Sasquatch. This was, quite a well-known thing to the Indian people. And she was frightened, so she took the children, ran down to the river, and then through the graveyard, which is right behind me here, and came out just about here onto the track, and then ran on down to Ruby Creek. Now, she'd really only had one quick look at the thing, so it wouldn't be that convincing a story, except that a lot of people immediately went back there and saw these enormous tracks. Mr. Tifting, of course, was one of them, and can describe just what the tracks were like and what they did.
Üstlerin besingipsisini de beklesin. Jag såg mig om och vet. Nu andra har mycket för eget sömn det sutna i sig.
Hier naast de natuurlijke verhalen staat. Hier op de woest en nieuwste hemels. Er fietsen brood uit. Er fietsen zuid. Er fietsen tegen de weg. Alles maar uit die gaat gaan. Dan had je niks, die is net hoe je zou bedachten. Nou, je mocht niet hebben, dat gaat niet. En meer op verschrikt daar dan. Na, niet naast de net uit de jos. Nou, dat is de lach niet meer op. Dan moet je er om een uit zitten. Verschrikt daar is niet zijn, maar krijg dan.
Papa mich gewassas lost on holds Sneer solka. Stout sassa skall waddle being ipa. Sneer up skin with the arm you or the offer. I mullet chirpa. Long arms is in my damsel. Stout sassa was in your last eat surf of an old. Yes, those in the ass that was kept saying and the off yet. Sing it yes, the dog be big at 70 of serious, who's nag it's there, though, and I need noise to that.
Well, off with yourself, that's done. Yes, like it, but you've no rates and left skin. She just the one rates off, but no in end. Yeah. She's none these yet. Stop us, there's stuff in there. Your voice, you're going with it. Snap it.
Stay home, snack. Sure, yep. Yep, so we're going.
The back of the road is all winning in roughness. How your helps her now, but Sarah who is the certain. Standing here in the basket slurp posters, you're now for all for what. I like yes, sir. Yes, and if you show me that it will still happen in the basket, there's sir now, but they're open the cab there. They're all, you don't need candy. Give those, this near it, skin answer from the stack of little beatings, was there with herself. Mama. After the now, that you're not getting it. Oh, keep now, that the best. You could give it for here to leave here with me out here. Not really good, but. And then I can't see it, and then you so throwing this on the phone. They're all in Rome, they're all be ripped it. You're here, y'all know me, you're right, right. Now it's just. But then I can lock to this old semester, so good. And so you pull, yeah. Forgive us, no, nice now. Don't forget for the orphan eagles and shit that's got us day in it. And they got all living up some snow. The slowing arms, is it? Don't forget for the old shirts and ye bonds there, your ass in the loop. Half my ass in them. Don't forget us to the lost group. Yeah, the rest of fangs and there ain't it. Getting order, you're an answer, oh, you make it nice down. Serious now.
And Harry, there was, I call him a black turned brown by the sun. Outside hair. That's what I would call him to be. And muscular. And they looked like they're about 8, 9 foot tall. I no way to tell.
Another miner and prospector, Albert Osman, in 1924 was camped near Toba Inlet in British Columbia. While asleep in a sleeping bag, he was picked up and packed several miles. Daylight found him in a small valley encircled by cliffs. This was home for a family of these creatures. He was able to escape after 6 days by getting them sick on a box of snuff. Now let's listen to Mr. Osman's experience.
Well, there was 4 of them. And none of them look alike. There was what I call the old man, because I had no scale or any rules for measurement, but he was at least 8 feet tall, and must have weighed at least 800 pounds. But what I call the old lady, she couldn't have been over, what, 600-700 pounds. She was probably...
Nu har han også nöjen i sig. Massa vindoor av befolkningen. Je daar med mass womser zich björken av så vinna. Så har jag nile då. Det är det nej. Köp bedurst mycket om. Det är det som gäller skarpt då. Så björksen den ook zo. Niet vetjes te. Scarce Simone is hier asne. God, nou we lead him op iets voor alle dat best je oud zingen snurren. Dat hier van doen. Wat was? Het is de kook, joh. Nou, daar je mooie leeuw is. Zo wat. Hier, die boeren laten nou nou. En de scarce, de Norrie Globbert zit. Kwam ik. Ja, jag verkar du snäll när över den här när lörste första skjutsen jag så visst det. Och vi mina i den här små och jag konst. Så. Så sig består i sjönne. Jag du vart ju för det var det då för de jag nämnt. Så då sist när du är väldigt Jo, det var ingen kvar, så vet jag det låst när det är mest med den upp. Det är svårare låst, så han är lust. Inga har överlevt något, så han är väl. The fast gun, he went down the riverbank, and apparently took a drink, and then come back up on the other side of the house. Through the garden patch and up to CPR fence and step with 1 foot on that side of the fence and 1 foot on this side of the fence. I can walk right over it. And the footprints was about 18 inches like. And then he went across there and over to the next fence there and went right up the hillside. And that's as far as we could follow it.
As John Green and others began to seriously investigate reported sightings, they found that many aspects of the sightings were the same. One of the first detailed drawings of a Sasquatch was made by Mrs. Myrtle Walton of British Columbia. Her father, William Rowe, had the unique experience of being able to watch a Sasquatch at close range. Mrs. Walton now tells us how it came about.
My dad come and asked me to draw a picture of this animal or human for him. He called it a Sasquatch. So he could send it to this John Green, and I draw the picture for him, and just exactly the way he told me he wanted.